Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are staging a cosmic showdown to answer a huge question. If we had to leave Earth, where would we even go?
Okay, let's dive right in. In the incredible vastness of our solar system, scientists have really narrowed the search down to two main contenders. So, in one corner, we have the familiar, dusty, rusty planet, Mars. And in the other corner, a surprising and, frankly, very distant challenger, Saturn's largest moon, Titan. All right, for our first round, let's look at the very air they breathe, or, don't. This is an absolutely critical factor for survival, so let's see how they stack up. So Mars's atmosphere. It's a major weakness. It's so incredibly thin. We're talking about 100 times thinner than Earth's that it just can't block deadly radiation or hold on to heat. It makes it a really, really tough place to survive. But then you have Titan. And whoa, it strikes back with a huge advantage. Its atmosphere is even thicker than Earth's, acting as this amazing natural radiation shield. You could literally walk around without a pressurized suit, though you'd still need an oxygen mask and a very, very warm coat. So, the point in this first round, it clearly goes to Titan. That protective, life-shielding atmosphere is just a game changer. Okay, let's move from the sky to the ground. Let's see what it would actually be like to live on these worlds. On Mars, you'd be dealing with a world of toxic red dust and some pretty extreme temperature swings. I mean, it can be almost comfortable during the day and then plunge way, way below freezing at night. It's a land of really harsh contrasts.
Now, let's switch over to Titan. The average surface temperature is a staggering minus 180 degrees Celsius. That's minus 290 Fahrenheit. Just unbelievably cold.
And here's what's really interesting and dangerous. Unlike the vacuum of space, Titan's thick, cryogenic air would constantly pull heat away from you. It would literally suck the warmth right out of your body. And this just brilliantly illustrates how alien this landscape is. You wouldn't find water here. Instead, you'd see rivers, lakes, and even rain made of liquid natural gas. Just imagine that for a second.
So, for sheer survivability right there on the surface, Mars, despite all its own challenges, it takes this round. That cold on Titan is just too extreme.
We've compared the destinations, but what about the trip? Come on, getting there's half the battle, right?
And the difference is, well, it's immense. With the technology we have now, a trip to Mars takes about 7 months. A journey to Titan, we're talking about 7 years.
This distance also creates a huge communication lag. A radio signal to Mars takes a few minutes to get there. To Titan, it's over an hour, each way. Think about trying to have a conversation like that.
So in this round, there is just no contest. Mars is our neighbor. That makes it a much more plausible short-term prospect for humanity. Point, Mars.
So, after 3 rounds, who's the winner in our cosmic showdown? Well, as it turns out, the answer is, it's a little complicated.
Let's look at the tail of the tape here. Mars wins on proximity and temperature, for sure. But Titan has that huge, huge advantage with its dense, radiation-blocking atmosphere. It's a real trade-off. Perhaps the best way to look at this isn't as a competition at all, but more like a story of planetary evolution. Think about it. Studying Titan could teach us how life began on our own planet. It's like a prebiotic Earth frozen in time. Meanwhile, exploring Mars could teach us what happens when a world loses its habitability, a potential glimpse into a distant, possible future. This comment from a Reddit discussion just captures the dilemma perfectly, doesn't it? Each world has exactly what the other one lacks. If only we could just mash them together. So the real question isn't just where can we live, it's what can each of these places teach us about ourselves and our place in the universe. Now that is something to think about.